Alright, this is the basic unit here. Now to engage the manual release, to get this to run back and forth, before you start setting everything up, slide the key in here, turn it counterclockwise, and you feel it stop, pull that out, and your gate now is a full manual release, so you can set up all your limits, so you can learn where to open and where to close. Now, when you do these limits, there's two separate locations. So you're going to get a kit with these here, these brackets, and here are your magnets. There are two different spots of this. This is your magnet reader, which tells the gate where to stop, where to open. So right here you can see you want to be on the lower half. Right now this is the open side, and we're going to close this here. You'll see that this magnet up on top is on the top side. You always want to keep it that way. Now, that's going to be your best bet all the time for running this machine. Run the close on the top, run the open on the bottom. That keeps it safe. You can always switch the limits, top or bottom, here with the wiring, which is in the manual. And if you come around this side, we'll show you how to configure this gate to hook up all the electrical controls. Now, one thing that we also recommend is when you're putting on your limit magnets, put the cover on. Always try to get about a ½ inch in between the magnet and the cover. That's going to ensure that if it's too close, it'll probably hit here, it'll damage the magnet and break it off. If it's too far, it's not going to read the limit switch, the magnet, when it passes through, and it's going to continue to close and it's going to jam up. Always try to remember, keep the magnet from the purple cover approximately about a ½ inch. That's going to be your best bet to get this operational and working every time. Alright, now that you set up the limits for this, the magnet readers, you're going to hook up your power to the right top corner of the control board. You'll see here where it has ELG, which is earth, line, neutral. So right here you got a hot, you got your neutral and your ground. We got 110 volts, you got the light on right here. Now this unit comes in two directions. If you're not putting any safety devices, you merely just hook up the power, move your limits where you want it to, and it works. If you're going to set the timer to automatically close, or if you're going to put in a safety photo eye when across the driveway, you have to know which way your gate is going. So we got power, our limits are up here, our magnets. I'm going to show y'all how to do this. I'm going to hit the button. Now this is where your safety device is going. Gate's closing, we're going to take this out and it reverses. That means this gate is going the right direction we want. Now, in the manual, you will see that it does have some location. There's some motor wires here, and they're labeled V and W. Let me get a close up there. You see that V and W? So, if you're having problems and you run this machine and you notice that when you put your hand in front of the photo eye when it's going opposite, you merely just swap the V and W wires around and it'll change the direction of the motor. So now when you're closing your gate and you obstruct it this way, it'll close. So I'm going to go ahead and stand back. I'm going to go ahead and close the gate. So we know we're going the right direction. Now let's say we're hitting it, you take this jumper out, continues to open because it knows that it's opening, not closing. And that's pretty much the basics on this unit here. If you need to swap anything out, like I said, now the photo wise, this is a little more into depth. It's a 4-wire connection. If you have DC power, there's a 12 volt, and there's a common circuit here. Now this is on a normally closed system, so if you see here, there's a common in IR, which is for your reflector. All you do is get your positive here, your signal wire here, and your common and your ground right here. That will in turn let you hook up a safety photo eye. Now, and if you ever needed to program a new remote, of course this one's pre-programmed to number 1, which they usually come, but let's say you have some more remotes you want to program, there's a learn button up here, and I'm hitting number 2 on this remote. It's not programmed. Push it one time, that's just like that, you got a gate operator. Alright, so here we wired up one of the photo eyes. There's many brands you can use as long as it's non-10K and it's just a standard normally open, normally closed circuit. These machines always work on normally closed. That's why we had to take that jumper out on that controller. You can see it here where we took that white jumper earlier in the video. So now we have our connections. We have this brown with this positive power, which you can see here, 12 volts. We have IR, which is our normally closed wire here. Let's see that here. There's power, positive brown, normally closed, which is black. Then we have our common, and our blue, which is a negative, which is another common. Those two are tied together right here on common. Now we're going to go ahead and set this up, and we're going to go ahead and just hold this, and we will show y'all how it works. Go ahead and line it up. Come a little bit closer. We just make it so it's not so far. Right there. Go ahead and hold that there. I'm going to have to open this gate, so bear with me. Alright, so now we got this set up. We're going to close it. Ready to go ahead and break the beam? Go ahead. Reverse this, just like that. Now you got a reflective safety eye. It is highly recommended that you install a safety device just for liability purposes. So if there's anybody passing through, the gate will reverse. Highly recommended. If you also need a wire up keypad, we recommend putting in a low power, low draw keypad, or getting a separate power supply to power up the keypads, because keypads usually draw quite a bit of current. So right here, you'll just hook up the keypad trigger wires on K and ground, and that's what's going to go ahead and jump the keypad.